This is United Kingdom Talk with Chris Reardon.
Yes, baby, live and direct on this Monday, the 27th. Hello, Monday the 27th of July 2020. Welcome along to this live television broadcast to the millions of people all over the world joining us now on little pairs of wires and on satellites and on aerials. It's fantastic. Absolutely fun. All pointing towards me at the moment. How blooming marvellous is that, love? You know, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. If you want a few pointing towards you, you've got to do something that's entertaining. No point in going on Facebook with your depressing stories, dear. You know, this one's ill or that one's died. Wasting your time, my love. You've got to do something entertaining, dear. Good morning on this rather dull, great... I thought I'd choose a jacket today to go with the weather that's outside, i.e. grey and dull. A little bit like some of the people in the chat box last night. Dull isn't the word. God's sake, man. When we're trying to do the bingo, the ridiculous comments. And the same comments. Over and over again. What's all that about? Why, one of my poor moderators had to step in yesterday, boys and girls. Step in and start blocking messages. It's the same message coming in now and again. Here's a clue. If you do it a couple of times, the same message, and it doesn't get read out, maybe it's not of interest to anyone. I hate to point that out to you. It might just not be of interest to anyone. Who's with us this morning? Jason Hughes. Hello, Jason. Nice and early. There's Michael Pullman. He's ready for the bingo, aren't you, darling? Michael likes the bingo. I think you're ecstatic. The fact that we are now doing a little bingo game at the end of every show, aren't we, today, Michael? And in future. And because of that, we won't be giving out the raffle tickets by email anymore after next week, okay? You'll have to be either in the chat box or text when I say, does anyone want a bingo ticket? Ask now. And then I'll be able to deal with it, but not by email. That's to save a little bit of time and allow us to shove a little game of bingo on at the end as well. Otherwise, it just goes on all day. You know, I only left this studio for 3 minutes in 24 hours yesterday. I was sitting here all that time. Oh, yes, there's my new gadget. Have you seen my new gadget? I'm very pleased with this. I can't wait for this to go up. That, my dears, is a 4G aerial. Should give me a bit of a boost. Up at the Caravan at Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex. However, I have yet to find someone to put a pole up for the aerial. I did go on a Facebook caravan site, Pimp My Static Caravan, established 2018, but no one's responded to that, so I've put one on another one now, Static Caravan Group, and see if anyone responds to that. I'd like to do it now so that I can get it done next week. Do you see what I mean? If I have to wait till I'm there, and then I'll probably ask around, oh, who did your aerial? And I'll find someone, no problem at all. But I would like to sort of get that in place to get that going, sort of thing, all right? I thought, now, quite a lot of you have got these now. These are the fridge magnets, gang, which we always give away at the end of the show. However, quite a few of you got one of these now, haven't you? And I was thinking, while I was sitting here this morning, my best ideas do come to me in a flash. You know, if I sit here and think, now what shall I do about that or that? No, that doesn't really work. They flash in my head. Like most things, actually. They just suddenly flash into my head. Strangely enough, right? And I thought to myself, well, if they've got one, surely they don't want another one. So, from today, boys and girls, no extra cost to you. No extra cost to you, or indeed the BBC. I'm one of their biggest paid stars, the BBC. Gary Lineker, don't make me. £1.5 million a year, don't make me laugh. They pay me much more than that, dear, the BBC, to use little clips of me. My friend William Wright at BBC Lincolnshire. There we go. So, if you've already got one of these, and you don't want another one, I will give you, instead, if you request it, 2 free stickers. It just gets better and better, doesn't it, eh? What show on the telly do you know that improves every single time it's on? Exactly none. There you go. All right? So if you don't want one of those, you can have 2 stickers instead from today. Okay, right, let's say hello to some other delightful people. The delightful Fran Green is there. Good evening, Fran. Hope you found the pace of the game a little bit better last night. At our bingo last night, we extended the time of a game from 15 minutes to 20 minutes. But after trying it out, I discovered that actually 20 minutes is too long. So next week, we'll go back to 15 minutes, okay? So there'll be a game at 8, 8:15, 8:30, 8:45, 9, 9:15 and 9:30. That's from next Sunday. Okay, good morning to Peter Wright. He's doing some cleaning. Well, about time as well, Peter. About time you'd cleaned up your place. I've heard it's a right dump. I heard you live in squalor and fast food packages all over the places, little boxes of half-eaten pizzas and everything all over the place. Is that right, Peter? Tell me, have you ever cleaned your place? I think once, I believe you sent in endless pictures, which absolutely fascinated all of us, about your cleaning some time ago, didn't you? Do you remember that? Has it been cleaned since then? Do you only clean it for the photographs as a matter of interest, you know? I mean, it's a bit like me. I only dress nicely like this when I'm doing this show. That is true. And when, of course, I'm going to church, as Shania Steele, who's with us this morning, good morning, Shania, who quite rightly points out, you know, she has seen me in my church outfit. And we're not in tracksuits in there, are we, Shania? No, my love. We are in nicely dressed clothes and we have our mass in there. Yeah, and then we go out to the tea place and your dad purchases some tea without complaining at all. And a couple of biscuits as well. Chocolate if you're lucky. Morning, Shania. Joe Woodrow. Morning, Joe. Hello to... is that everyone? Oh, there's Mike Rees-Ponto. We've got some photos sent in today. Some lovely pictures, actually. We've got some pictures sent in and a video, which I've just discovered in my email, which was in the promotions folder for some reason. We've got a video from Andy. When he went to Dudley Zoo, some pictures there. A photograph from David Fryer, a photograph from SOS Gregorian, and a photograph from Mike Rees-Ponto. All providing stuff for this programme. If you'd like to see those, we will require some likes. We have 5 so far. Today's likes, special offer, not 25, not 24, not 23, not 22, not even 21. Today, as a special offer, I will require only 20 likes for you to be able to see those pictures. So get clicking now, thank you. Get clicking that. How to do a like. It's the little thumbs up underneath the screen. Don't type in a thumbs up on the chat box. That doesn't work. Okay, you've got to do a thumbs up underneath the screen. Hit a like button, and when we get to 20, I'll show you all those bits and pieces sent in by our delightful viewers from all over the world a little bit later on, okay? So good morning to Gavin Bass. Morning, Gavin Bass, head of Twittering on this channel. Mike Rees-Ponto is there. Daniel Holmes, good morning, Daniel. What a miserable morning. It's not raining hard, but it's clearly been spitting or something over the night. I slept quite well last night. That was all right. Good morning to 8:15, who has a day off. 8:15 has a day off today. Did you get your ticket? You should have got a bingo ticket this morning, 8:15. Peter Wright said, that sucks, Chris. You lose viewers. No, I just lose you on the messaging. In fact, I fancy timing you out today for 5 minutes. So there we go. You've now been timed out for 5 minutes. No more stupid messages from Peter Wright this morning. Thank you very much. Good morning to Daniel Woodhouse, who is still exhausted after a night at the famous TGR Club last night. I have no idea what that is. What is the TGR night? What is that? TGR, I don't know what that is. TGR Club night. I hope it's nothing rude, you know, where people walk around in whips and things like that. Believe me, there's some very strange clubs that I've DJ'd at before. You get offered the job, you do the job and you take the money. That's what an old DJ, sadly no longer with us, said years ago. So there we are. Good morning to DSLDG2, who says, I like this show. Me too. That's why I'm sitting here. That is why I'm sitting here. Good morning to Alan Wainwright. Morning, Alan. Should have got a ticket this morning, Alan. John Aitken, hello to you. John Aitken's anniversary today. It's his anniversary, him and his other half. Oh, well, would you like me to sing for you the anniversary waltz? As a little bonus for you this morning, me singing. I think I should do that for you. Now, what's your other half's name? Can you just let us know? Because I'm not sure I can't remember your other half's name. Anniversary waltz, YouTube, piano. I'm not sure I know all the all the words, to be honest. What's this? Who's this old bloke here? Oh, hang on. Is that might be... That looks like he might be a professional. Let's have a look. No, it's an old bloke. Okay, let's... Oh, that sounds about right. Anniversary waltz. Just a moment. Oh, he's good on the piano, isn't he? Usually I like to find a sort of a child or something like that playing it. You know, I quite like playing from younger people. Like Anniversary waltz lyrics. I have to watch out with some of these lyrics things because they don't all finish, if you see what I mean. You get the first few lines and then they stop. And I always forget to check. One moment, please. Lyrics.com. Let's try that one. Yes, that looks all right. Please allow lyrics. Allow ads on lyrics.com. Oh, God. Hang on a minute. Allow. Pause on this site. There we go. Let's try that now. One moment, please. There we are. That looks about right. Right, let's see if we found his name. What's your other half's name there? John Aitken, Paul, and so it's John and Paul. I'll just write that down in case I forget halfway through the song. You know what my mind's like, my loves. There we go. Okie doke, here we go, gang, and then I shall come back to your messages straight after this little song for John and Paul today, gang. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah. Oh, tap me up. Oh, Christ. I mean, what's he doing with that piano? Oh, it's a bit much, dear. That was a bit much, weren't it? Christ almighty. Right, hang on. Let's see if I can find another one. That's too much, that one. I can't get on with that. Anniversary waltz. Anniversary waltz. Piano cover. There we are. Let's try that piano solo. He might be all right, this bloke here. Let's try this one. Well, it looks very amateur, that does. 2009, okay. No, that don't sound right. That's not the anniversary waltz that I know. Isn't it? Let's try piano box music, the John Strauss Orchestra. Do you know, I'm not sure I can be able to do this now. Anniversary Wolf on an accordion.
Hey, to learn the song.
No. You Oh dear. Oh, we're gonna have to do it with that music. I'm determined to do it. 1 minute. No. Anniversary waltz. And is it Anita someone? Anita Harris. Piano. Wow. Ooh. Beautiful piano music. Well, I'm really sorry. I can't find the music to that. Oh. Oh, what? The anniversary. Tell me I will always dance the anniversary waltz with you. Tell me this is new romance, an anniversary dream come true. Let this be the anthem to our future years, to millions of smiles and a few little tears. May I always listen to you, the anniversary waltz with you. Here we are, especially for John and Paul this morning. Anniversary waltz without backing. It was a cappella. I don't like a cappella, to be honest. I like it with a bit of music before. Sorry, darlings, but I couldn't find a decent backing track there. There seems to be two different anniversary waltzes for some reason, but there you go. All right. Right. Hope you have a lovely day, by the way. What are you doing? Are you doing anything nice on your anniversary? I can only ever dream of having an anniversary with anyone. You know, I mean, I was with someone once, and we had a little celebration at about 3 minutes. We had a 3-minute celebration because I don't seem to be able to last as longer than that with people. I don't know why that is. It's just one of those things. One of those things, boys and girls. Morning to Gary Ross this morning. Morning to Mandy Davenport. Stephen Petty, greetings to you. Gary Ross in the house. There's Sherry DMP. Good morning, Sherry. Danny Davis is in the house. Morning, Danny. He does internet radio in Welsh Wales. In the Valley. He does in the Valley. Morning to you. Shania wears a tracksuit to church, but I serve, so no one sees that I have a nice white alb. She's got an alb. An alb. I said not a cassock, darling. A cassock. We never had. Is that the thing with a hood, an alb? I don't like those. No, I like the red and the white. That's what I used to wear when I was a holy altar boy. Holy altar boy. That was me. Yes. Morning to Tony King joining us to there. There's Andy. I've got a little video that you sent in. I'm so sorry, Andy. I've only just discovered that it was in one of the other folders, just like the bingo tickets come sometimes. Ends up in other people's in different folders where you wouldn't expect them to be, but they do for some reason. Good morning to Elamarge TV. Good morning, Elamarge TV. We've got 19 likes so far. 2 more likes, and I'll show you a load of pictures that people have been sending in. And indeed, Andy's delightful little video that he made of animals. Sorry about that, Andy. I only found it last night when I was packing up. Good. Must have had a job, lot of stickers, and can't get rid of them. Excuse me. Well, if you don't want the stickers, don't have them then. It's a moaning, dear. Moaning. Moaners get timed out now. We don't put up with them anymore. I hope. Is that a moan or just a comment? You decide. Look, everyone's wishing them happy anniversary. How lovely. That's nice, all right? John and Paul's anniversary. Oh, a thumbs down from you. Oh, I'm sick of your stupid comments. You're going in timeout. Another 5 minutes, Peter Wright. You need to learn what to say to people on here. Fed up with you. Gary Ross, good morning to you. Just play the original. No, Danny, it'll be copywritten. It will be copywritten. That's exactly what I did, Alan Wainwright, okay? Can we send pictures in for the show? Yes, indeed you can. Send them there. I can't put them on instantly, I'm afraid. All right, I hold on to them for the next show, okay? Certain people on here are just looking for rows, I think, all the time. We're not having it anymore. You just get timed out. If you don't want to stay, you can go, and that's it. Thank you very much for understanding there, Andy. Alb without a hood with a red cincture and a silver medal. And her medals, dear. She's got a lot of medals, Shania. Violin playing, altar serving, 100 metres swimming. Good morning to Parkness. Thanks for joining us, Parkness. We got 22 likes now. Okay, let's show you these videos. I'll start off with Andy's excellent little video from Dudley Zoo. Andy, I noticed you put music behind it. That can sometimes be a problem, so I'm not playing it with the music, okay? I'll talk over it. Often it's a problem. I need permission from this, that and the other. And sometimes people say to me, well, that's okay, Chris, I've got the permission from so-and-so. Well, I haven't seen the letter. Do you see what I mean? I need proof that you've got permission. Otherwise, we get into all sorts of copyright rows, and I can't be bothered with all that. All right, so you'll hear it without the music. But here is Andy's visit to Dudley Zoo. Nice little video. I should talk over it. Here we go. It's very professionally made. Look, just some photographs there. Dudley Zoo there. Oh, it's a flamingo. We like flamingos. It's looking at us there. Lots of flamingo. I wonder what a group of flamingos are called. Is that where they go and bath? Oh, meerkats. We like meerkats as well. Was this last year in October by the looks of things? Oh, we do like a tiger. A little monkey there. What are those? Oh, are they otters? Are they otters? I don't know what they are. A red panda. Never seen one of those before. There's a baboon. A baboon. We've got a baboon story on the show today. A baby meerkat. I want one. I want a baby meerkat. We got penguins. A little bit quick on the changeover there, Andy. Perhaps you could give each photo a little bit longer. I'm having trouble keeping up there. What's that there? Is that a? Oh, it's gone. And the parrot. It was a lorikeet. Oh. Now I think actually Michael Pullman will be able to answer. Is that the end of it? I think that's the end of it. Is it? Thanks very much for sending that in there. I think Michael Palmer will be able to tell us this. Are they wild in New South Wales in Australia? I think it's those because I've got a friend who lives there. He's got a beautiful house. It's above the bush area, and it's all like forest down there. And he lives like on sort of above it all, right? And he has all these beautiful coloured birds flying into his balcony. They really are stunning, beautiful birds. And is that what one of those is? Paraclete, is it one of those? He'll know on that one. So thanks very much for sending that in. A flamboyant... Is it that? Is it? A flamboyance of flamingos. I like that. A flamboyance of flamingos. Beautiful. Fran loves tigers. Me too. You know when they're little, Fran? When they're like... Is it a kitten? A small tiger? Or is it a kitten? A small tiger? When they're small, you can stroke them and they sit on your lap and everything. Yeah. Kitten cubs, are they? I don't know what they're called. We like those too. We saw the monkey bum there as well. Yeah. Fran likes your pictures. Well done, Andy. Nice pictures there. Gary Ross saw the pengu. The monkey looks like Chris. Thank you, Luke. Otters. We got them all there. Yeah, Daniel Woodhouse, take an example from someone who's been on this show for 100 years and never been timed out. Me. No, most people aren't. I'm just getting fed up with annoying people, and rather than sit here and ignore them anymore, I'll just time them out and be done with it, because we can't be bothered. It just upsets everyone else on the channel, you know, everyone else who's paying full attention and behaving themselves. So there we are. Okay, Gavin likes the pictures, so well done with those. Danny Davis, I've been referred to as a cub. Don't think they mean tiger. You're hairy though, aren't you, Danny? I think you're quite hairy, aren't you, my love? You're a hairy person, Danny. Are you still doing the internet radio in Welsh Wales? The birds, Michael Parman, they are wild all around Australia, and they also have a tattoo on a rainbow lorikeet. You can own them as pets. They are hilarious creatures. Oh, do us a photo of your tattoo, will you? Or is it on your bum or something like that, is it? Some people have tattoos in very, very strange places, I have to say. Now, there was a little story. I had a story there, I'm sure. Something to do with one of those animals. Here we are. Yes, in the Sun this morning. This links nicely here. In the Sun this morning, it says, Safari Park baboons were seen armed with knives, screwdrivers and a chainsaw as workers fear pranksters give them weapons to wreck cars. Oh my God, blimey. The primates at Knowsley Safari Park, which is in Merseyside, are long known to pounce on anyone pausing in the enclosure and ripping off a windscreen wiper or a motor. And we've seen that, haven't we, before on the telly, on news stories and things like that. Workers now fear they are being armed with the lethal weapons for a laugh by visitors to bolster their attacks, and the apes have even been seen rummaging around toolbox themselves. Have you been rummaging around anywhere, eh? Who's been rummaging around in your box, Danny Davis? That is my question to you, darling. One park worker told the Sunday Times, we're not sure if they're being given weapons by some of the guests who want to see them attack cars, or they're fishing them out of pickup trucks and vans. They will literally go into people's toolbox and carry them around. One of the baboons was seen lugging around a chainsaw. Another worker said that baboons have been found with knives and screwdrivers. I do wonder if it's some of the guests handing them out. And the baboon attacks are so inevitable that mechanics across the northwest of England have come to know the enclosure well. One mechanic in Sale, Greater Manchester, said people know what to expect at the park and that he has 2 customers fall victim to the baboons this year. It's scary. They added 1 minute kids want monkeys on their car, and the next it has no registration plate. But the issue provides good money for the garage. Knowsley, the zoo, reopened on the 15th of June with COVID-19 security measures after insisting it was as safe as McDonald's. Well, I would have thought it was safer. Oh, it's at the drive-through, as visitors do not leave their car on the 5-mile safari drive. Well, that's fair comment, isn't it? If you're in the car with your windows closed, you can't get a virus through that, can you? How can that happen? You can't. The 550-acre... No one's touching you. No one's breathing in your face. I hate people breathing in my face, don't you? Especially those with bad breath. A few of those come to my karaoke, I tell you. Sometimes those microphones, we'll have to throw them away after a gig. They're so badly infected and infested with viruses and bacteria. The 550-acre park, home to lions, tigers, rhinos, wild beasts and camels, dismissed reports of armed apes as an urban myth. A spokesperson said, "We believe many of these stories have grown in exaggeration as they've been retold, with embellishment to make the objects that are sometimes found in the enclosure seem more exciting and unbelievable." I didn't know this. In 2012, this is in the Sun, car manufactured Hyundai let 40 monkeys from the park loose on its next generation i30 model. Oh, it sounds like an electric one. For 10 hours to prove it had the strength for families with small children. That's a good idea to advertise your cars, isn't it? Anyway, a little baboon story there for you boys and girls. We like those things, don't we? Do you like baboons and monkeys and things like that? Because we came from those, didn't we? We get some people on this channel are still like that. I don't understand. Peter Wright has sent a £2 for a super chat. Thank you, Peter. There we go. Peter's back on. I hope you behave yourself now, Peter. I've worked you out now, Peter. I've now worked you out. And Mandy Davenport has probably worked you out as well. Let me give you 2 free raffle tickets in exchange for your super chat, 903 and 904. Super chat raffle. That's a different raffle. We got the raffle today, of course. We also have the super chat raffle. That is on Thursdays. Every time someone sends us £1 super chat, I give them a free raffle ticket. Okay? You can't buy raffle tickets. Not allowed to do that. But if you send us a super chat, £1, I will give you a free raffle ticket. So he's sent 2. He gets 2. 903 and 904 for you there, Peter. Thank you. Actually, I think you're probably the person with the most raffle tickets in there this week. That's the prize this week. The prize changes each week. That's the prize this week, okay? In fact, we're giving away 2 this week. We've also got our super draw, which is on Friday. What is the super draw? That is a draw once a month, again for a mug, okay? A mug, and the super draw is all the tickets from all the raffles, which are put in here. Okay, that's the whole month's worth of tickets in there, loads of them in there, and we do that one once a month at the end of the month. So this month on Friday. Okay, right, let's do a little super chat jingle while we're here as well. There we are. So I think I've worked out, Peter, you like being abused. That's what it is. Now there are clubs. I'm sorry to. I must be very careful at this time of the morning. But there are clubs that people go to be abused. We've done stories on this show, as you well know, of women that do this job and they, what's the word? They abuse people and they are paid for that abuse. You remember the story a while ago of this lady? People just like to give her money. That's their thing. And she gets messages from people saying, "I'd like to put £1,000 in your bank. Please, can you tell me?" And she'll say something like, "Yes, of course you can. Here is my details. Make sure you put it in my bank within 5 minutes. Otherwise, I don't want it." That is their kick. And it must be Peter Wright's kick to come on here and receive abuse. That's okay. Each and every one to their own. Where's the weirdest thing ever last week, wasn't it? When we had trolls on. We had some trolls on Thursday. Racism type thing. They were going on about their white power and all this business. I don't know what it was. Can't remember what it was. I had no interest in it. But nevertheless, they were sending through tips. They were sending in super chats. And we ended up with about £45. I don't get it. But there you go. Each and every one to their own. Just keep sending the cash in. And that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Andy. We'll do the rest of those pictures in a moment. Oh, Shania, don't forget the football and carnival medals. That's it. Shania's got to thank. They're actually having an extra wall built in their house, in Shania's house. Her dad, Vectis, or Simon, is having an extra wall built in the house just for Shania's medals to be displayed. Glass cabinets, that's what you want, Shania. Glass cabinets, my love. The monkey looks like Chris, says Luke. You could be right there, Luke. Danny, oh, it's been closed down now as new owners are taking over. What, the radio station? Oh, are you not doing radio at the moment then? I didn't know that. Okay. Alan Wainwright, Dudley Zoo used to have a killer whale called Tiddles when I was a kid, 40 years ago. He must have weighed about 4 tons. Gosh, it's a big whale, isn't it? Reminds me of 1 or 2 people that I know, to be honest, possibly myself. I've got a doctor's appointment today, a phone appointment today about this ongoing odd feeling there, which I think is me full of air. Honestly, I have a problem. My stomach doesn't seem to get rid of all its air, believe it or not. No, and I think it's being pushed out and it's being pushed against a rib, and I think that's probably what it is. Either that or a muscle. The tattoo is on his leg. Can you take a picture of your tattoo, please, Michael? And I'll get it up there for tomorrow, okay? Let's just scroll down. Dr. Good morning, Dr. Gregorian. Shania also has glass awards for when she was at school. Another glass cabinet is needed. She's got so many awards, dear. No radio for now. We're going on DAB+. Okay, I believe Talk Radio just went on DAB+, didn't they, as well? Something like that. Good. Some more photos to show you then. Let's go. David Fryer has sent in this. Let me check the email to go with this. It's a painting picture. Acrylic painting sunflower, which I assume he painted himself. Is that his name at the bottom there? I don't know. It says 17 on there. So thank you very much to David Fryer for sending in that picture of the acrylic sunflower. We've got a photo here from Mike Reese-Ponto. There we go. That's him playing the bingo last night. I look very colourful there, don't I, Mike? If you don't mind me saying so, Mike, I'm a little bit disappointed on the size of the screen that you're watching me on there. I find that almost offensive, if you don't mind me saying so, sir. Yes. The, I would rather be on, I think, a minimum of a 50-inch screen in future. There he is, he's got his dabber out, and he's got the same little box as me there. That you see that box on the right-hand side? You push that to do different things on your computer. That mixer you've got on the left there, Mike, incidentally, is the same one as I've got up at the caravan. But I'm thinking of changing that. Not at the moment, because that's another little outlay, dear. I'm sort of having to stretch out my money a little bit further at the moment so that we can keep going in these times of not working. So thanks very much for sending that. You look very happy sitting there, actually. It's nice to see someone happy because of something I'm sort of doing, if you see what I mean. And that was a picture from last night, 10 past 10. Nice picture. And you've got a lovely smile, if you don't mind me saying so, Mike. Really nice smile. Look how happy he is sitting there playing that. And that's what it is to me. The fact that someone's happy because of something I'm kind of doing there. All right. Let's have a look at Mike Responso. Dominatrix are those women who like to inflict pain and suffering in men who get off on that sort of thing, which I think is the case for Peter Wright, to be honest. I think that's what he likes. You know, the more I abuse him, the more super chats he sends in. Isn't that the weirdest thing? Of course, we do have our own person who's in charge of pain and suffering on this channel, the delightful Mandy Davenport, who is always standing by on pain and suffering at my request, not my command, at my request. We don't tell people to do anything, okay? At my request, she's always happy to comply with issuing pain and suffering on this channel. 8:15 is watching me on my phone. Oh. What, not on a large TV screen and on Danny Davis's phone? Oh. Can't you connect me to a larger screen? I'm a little bit offended by that, to be honest. I'd like to be on a large screen, if you don't mind me saying so. There you are. Thank you. There's Mandy. She's straight there, you see. She's wonderful, Mandy. Man, she keeps her husband in check, you know, when she listens to him. Just sits there moaning all the time. Something about wanting a new heart. Oh, God's sake. We all would like... I had... Mine is in pieces all over the world. Little bits of heart everywhere. Heart. There's a radio station that's completely and totally bland and uninteresting, isn't there? Right, one more picture for you, gang. And thank you very much for sending in your pictures. As always, gang, if you've got anything like that to send in, there's the email address. Just pop it there and I'll be happy to show it for you on the next show. Okay? The other picture is from Dr. Gregorian, who's with us this morning. And here's his picture. Now, I'm not quite sure what this is. So perhaps you'll explain it. The only message I got with the picture was, "Hi Chris, you can show this on any day you like." And that's it. And it's just a row of numbers, and I'm not quite sure what that is. I don't know what that is underneath. Could you, if you're with us there, can you just let us know what that's all about, please? Because I'm just trying to work it out. Is this another sort of game that you're playing there? Is it another sort of thing you're playing there? So I don't know. All right, let us know that, Dr. Gregorian. But thank you very much anyway for sending in your lovely pictures. All right, my darling. Once again, there's the email if you want to send anything in like that. Joe can't see the chat box on TV. There's if you pause it, there's some buttons underneath it. I think 3 dots possibly. 3 dots, and one of those buttons will bring up the chat on the live broadcast, and then it says connecting to chat. But of course, you're quite right, you can't chat back. So that would be the case on a large telly. So there we are. Well, is it bingo numbers on there? Yeah, perhaps it is. That's not one of my tickets, though, is it? Is it some sort of other bingo game that he's playing? Yes, how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 15 numbers. Oh, you might be right there. Well, I don't see how that is his bingo card, because that's not how I send them out. Unless he's got some sort of software. I don't know what that is. Don't know what it is, but thank you very much for sending that in, Dr. Gregorian. All right, we've got the raffle coming up very soon today. I had a lovely drive home, actually, on Saturday evening. I left the caravan. Actually, I left quite early, about 5 o'clock. Simply, I kind of went for a little sleep at about 3, but I couldn't sleep that well, so I just got up when I sort of opened my eyes. Is it even 6 o'clock yet? And he said, "Oh," I asked my Amazon what the time was, and she told me it was 5. I might as well get up now. Had a little clean up in the caravan and came back home, and I was back here about 8:30 actually. It was about 5:30. I left, something like that. Got back here at 8:30. I don't rush home. There's nothing to rush home to. You see, that's the thing. So I just like 60, 55, 60 mile an hour all the way home, really. No need to rush. You know, I could probably get home. If I put my foot down to speed limit, I would probably be home by 8 o'clock. If I went over speed limit, I'd probably be home by about 7:45, 20 to 8. But there's no point. No point. Just take it nice and easy. Switch on the auto, that thing where you don't have to push the accelerator down. Autopilot, is it? No, not quite, because you wouldn't be able to steer it. They wouldn't be steering it then, would you? Hold the steering wheel quite loosely, because it's got that lane thing on it. My steering wheel. So if you hold the steering wheel, you mustn't take your hands off the steering wheel. I just hold it loosely, and the wheel kind of moves on its own to keep within the lanes. But it doesn't drive itself. I want to point out, if you take your hands off the wheel, it tells you, put your hands on the wheel, and after like 5 seconds, it removes that function, and the car would start veering left or right, running over people like you. Be very careful. So nice drive home on Sunday. Got back here at 8:30. Yesterday at church, obviously I'm not going to church at the moment, but they are live streaming, and they have got people going to the church now, although you have to book a place. But the only thing is, of course, now they can't do any singing. So where Canon Simon Shania, where Canon Simon had been singing on his own in various different keys, which was quite interesting, really. There's no singing at all now. Not only that, but the mass is much shorter. I think it was about 35 minutes. 25 to 11, it was all over. So that was interesting to watch that. But that's how it is at the moment. We can't have singing in churches or anything like that. I don't think I told you, Shania, but actually, when he was doing the singing, I was playing along with him on the organ, as if I was at church playing the organ. So he would come in, ring the bell, ding, 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 and start singing. Very quickly, fortunately, because I can play by ear, I can change the keys until I'm in tune with him and then play. The trouble is he kept changing the key halfway through him. I think Canon Simon, left to his own devices, bless his heart, he can actually sing a hymn in several different keys, all at the same time, which is possibly a talent that I don't have. So that was strange, having no singing, but there we are. Done all my washing yesterday. Hung it out straight after Mass. I had the washing machine on while Mass was on the telly. Hung it all out, and then I checked Amazon. There is no rain forecast today. Good. Put it all out. Then I went for my walk. I went for a bit of a mega walk yesterday. I think about 9,500 steps. I like to do 10,000, so that's not too far off it, which is about 4 miles. Halfway through the walk, of course, it starts raining, doesn't it? You know, she said it wouldn't rain. She's lying, dear. Amazon is lying. It's outrageous. She is lying to me. Yes. Anyway, so it wasn't too bad a rain, but I hid under a tree. There was an awful lot of mountain bikes over the forest yesterday. And they're all right. Okay, some of them go so fast, though, and it frightens me. They must have accidents over there on them blooming mountain bikes. It's easier to walk than it is to cycle over there, I'll give you that. You know, it is actually easy. It's much easier to cycle in Lincolnshire because it's all flat. Here, it's all hilly and up and down and so much effort here. Is it right that the government want to give out bikes or something? I heard that somewhere on the news. Or the doctor is going to... Because they're doing this thing on obesity today, aren't they? Haven't we got like a 12-week plan to fight obesity? Which I will probably give that a go because I'm a bit fat at the moment. When I say that, my weight is not changing. I'm about 13 stone 7. It's been like that for some weeks now. But it's not really going down. You know, so I might see what the government come out with about this whole obesity thing, because we don't want to be fat, do we? Not really. I mean, some people, they say they're happy fat, and that's all right. You know, if you are, fine, but I'm not happy like it, so I have to sort that out. As I say, I've got a doctor's appointment today. I showed you my new gadget yesterday. Have I seen my new gadget? I know I keep showing that to you. I'm fascinated by this. It's not very heavy. There's probably just a couple of bits of wire in there and that's it. Thanks very much. They're not particularly expensive, but there we are. Right. Let's just scroll up a little bit there, my loves. Do. Blah, blah, blah. Dr. Gugarin, did he come back? He didn't come back to us. There's my nephew, Gary Butler. Morning, Gary. Gary Butler is in house. He's been working hard, Gary. My sister and brother-in-law, they were having their garden not complete. I don't think they're completely doing it. They had this old pond, which they stopped using some time ago. I think they stopped using it for the children, so they could run around in the garden and not fall in and drown. So it's been used really to just put their rubbish in, but they cleared it all out at the weekend, and they've filled it in with earth and all that, ready for grass. I don't know if they're putting plants or grass or shrubs or whatever they're doing in there. But my nephew, 2 nephews, and one of my nephew's mates was around there on Saturday this week with a little digger and all that business. And Gary says he had to wheelbarrow. What was it? 4 tons of rubbish. 4 tons of would that include earth or just rubbish there? 4 tons of rubbish Gary had to wheelbarrow there. Which is some doing, I would imagine. Good morning to Maureen. Just texting in there. Very good morning to you, young Maureen. All right. How did you do on the bingo last night? Maureen plays bingo. Unfortunately, she can't join in with the rest of us, as in a virtual bingo ticket, because she doesn't have internet. But she's got like bingo tickets that she bought, I think, from somewhere, and just plays along for fun. You know, people do that. It's great. Let's have a look. Gary, I chat on my phone when I'm watching the show on my telly. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's... Are they both in sync? Sometimes they're out of sync, I think. That's the trouble with doing this sort of thing. Everyone gets the show at a different time, give or take a few seconds. You know, nothing is the same, really. You know, if I showed you a clock, everyone would be slightly differently out, you know. Cruise control. That's the thing on the car. Thank you very much. Cruise control. That's the thing. No, actually, I have something else. Is it radar cruise? I've got radar cruise control on my car. So you get behind another car, you know, and you switch your cruise control on, and that's fine. But if that car slows down, your car detects this and slows down itself. Very clever. Radar cruise. That's called. Radar cruise control says 8:15 as well. Unless you can fly a plane. I did once, actually. I had a little flying lesson once. That was great. My nephew's done a flying lesson as well. I got him for his 16th birthday. Blimey, 20 years ago, or whatever it is now. How old are you, Gary? Are you 36 or 35? My nephew. 35-year-old nephew I've got. And he looks older than me. Funny, that, isn't it? Mike Reese-Ponto, it's the setup picture for my live show that I was going to do, but don't have the time at the moment because Mike was going to do a live show as well. There he is. See, he's got a little microphone there. That looks like... Is that the same microphone as mine? It looks like the same as mine. Is it? I don't know if that's the same as mine or not, but it's the same mixer. And it's a little basic setup. That's all you need to do at a show. I've got a little bit more than that. We don't really need it, you know. It's just how it is. Morning to the delightful Christopher Woodhouse. Good morning, Christopher. He's been buying gadgets again, haven't you? And Mr. Media Mate is sunning himself with the sunglasses there. Morning. Shania's church, they've got music, but we're not allowed to sing along. Yeah, I think the trouble is, if you have an organist there who starts playing hymns, it's too tempting to want along to sing along, isn't it? Really. So, I mean, an organist could go in and provide music to the church, but I think they'd have to play tunes, if you see what I mean, instead of songs, you know. I'd happily, I can make up things as I go along, literally. You know, if I can have a little tune, play it, and then add to it just as I'm going along. I don't know what you would call that. Improvisation. I can improvise quite well on the organ and all that. Schindler's List I'm trying to learn at the moment. You know, that would be something you could play at a communion, wouldn't it? You know, Schindler's List, the theme music to Schindler's List, and stuff like that. Of course, there will be, you know, staunch Catholic organ players who won't have anything else other than Parnis Angelicas and all that business. But I think there's a whole range of music out there that you could play at church. And why not a pop song? Why not a pop song? You know, one with sort of nice lyrics. None of that nasty, kill my lady and take drugs and do type things. You know, I don't want anything like that in a church, but, you know, something with nice love music. I don't know. You could have and they called it Puppy Love. You could do the music, couldn't you? Would that be acceptable? Would you find that acceptable, Shania? Or maybe not. So if I said to you, you know, if I went to church and played Puppy Love, making your mind up, but I can organify it, so I can slow it right down and organify it and just use the tune. Why not? Why does it have to be some sort of religious thing? Does it have to be that? I know that the proper Catholic organ players would hate it. Oh, I'm on a couple of groups. Oh, don't they love themselves, that lot? Oh, they're so full of self-importance, dear. Let's have a look there. Talking to my nephew there. Carry on chatting. Good morning to John Parrish. Morning, John. I've never used cruise control on my vehicle ever since I saw a live footage of a lady who's stuck on full speed with failing brakes. Oh, my God, blimey. Was she really? Adaptive cruise control with lane departure warning. That's what I've got, Park Nest, on my lovely RAV4. RAV4. The phone is a few seconds earlier than the TV. Yes, it's quite annoying, that. Where's Mandy's pictures, Chris? Oh, they haven't gone up there. Where are they? Oh, I haven't put them on there. I'll do those tomorrow. Stop doing those angry faces, Mick. Please stop. Remember your heart, darling. I've got Mandy's pictures on here. I haven't put them on the system, have I? Oh, silly fool. Always something to remember, isn't there? Good. So that's that. Let's do some stories, gang. I said we'll do one story and then we'll do today's raffle. All right? We'll do this week's raffle. Brush with death. Now, someone will have to tell me, what is a rip current? A rip current. Now, is this the fast-moving water under the surface that no one can see. Because a very sad story, actually, in The Sun this morning. Perhaps Danny Davis will know that one. He's in Welsh Wales. 8 people have had to be resuscitated after being caught in a rip current off the North Wales coast. Emergency services say a number of 999 calls were made to reports of 8 people in difficulty in the water off the beach in Gwynedd. HM Coast Guard confirms 6 people had been taken to hospital, while 2 others were treated at the scene near Aberdofi. 3 people were taken to hospital by a Coast Guard helicopter, 1 by air ambulance and 2 by road ambulance, and the Royal National Lifeboat Institute said 8 people had to be rescued after being caught in currents in the water. And now it is... Never find this other damn camera on here. Just a minute. Birthday. Why is that birthday thing on there? That don't look right. Has this changed around? Just a moment. Let me just... 1, 2, 3. Where's 4 gone? 4's gone missing. Is that... Wait a minute. Where is that now? Hello? Oh, that's right. Oh, hang on. There's only 2 in here, isn't there? 1, 2. That's 2. That's 3. I'm looking for 4. Silly. There isn't a 4. Is that right now? It says the ambulance service said they were called following a beach incident. That's awful, isn't it? It says the coastal village is popular with tourists due to its long sandy beach and water sports facilities. However, Visit Snowdonia's website warns that people to take care in the water. It reads, swimmers must take care when venturing out due to the strong currents around the estuary mouth. I'm honestly not sure what a riptide is. The RNLI also issued a warning about dangers in the sea off Aberdofi earlier this week. And they said if you're heading for the beach, please do keep an eye on your children and ensure they remain safe. We advise you not to let children use inflatable toys. And if they go swimming, please keep an eye on them at all times. So, yeah. I don't know what is it. Is that like, is a riptide something that's hidden under the water from you? You know, very, very dangerous. They look like. Let's have a look there. Oh, shut up, Mick, moaning all the time. Oh, you're going to get timed out now. He's annoyed me now. Let's give another time out this morning. Mick Davenport timed out for 5 morning for moaning. Alan, Chris has been on the Terps again. I don't think so. No Terps here. Time out for moaning this morning. Well, carry on moaning. Carry on moaning. Chris Woodhouse, yes it is. So a riptide is something that's hidden under the water, is it? Dragging people out all the time. Very, very frightening. Shall we do our raffle? Are you ready for raffle time, gang? Ready for the raffle? Here we go. Raffle time. Oh, by the way, Mandy, could you deal with that as well? I can't be doing with these people, dear. Moaning and moaning and moaning. The slight time that just because you haven't remembered their little thing, dear. And you're the one that sent the photos in. You haven't moaned, have you? Because you understand that we're not all perfect. Are you ready for the raffle? Come on then, gang. Someone is about to win. And from today, you can either have one of these, okay? Or you can have 2 of these. All right? The choice is yours. There's Andy. All right? It's always someone to lower the tone, isn't there, Fran? Always, dear. Always. Dear me. We're not having moaning anymore. You just get blocked for 5 minutes. You'll get a few chances. That'll happen a few times. And then you'll be blocked permanently. On all your various different aliases. Here we go. Right, you ready? Let's mix them up, baby. Mix them up. Mix them up. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be today? Mixing them up. Mixing. Tony King, are you ready, Tony? Oh, Michael Lawrence is here. Morning. Well done for getting up, Michael. 20 to 5 to 10, honestly, and you make an appearance. Right, you ready? Here we go. Here comes the drum roll. A ticket in my hand now. There it is. There is the ticket. Right, let's see what it is. It's ticket number 974. 974. Ticket number 974. Are you with us? Please come in. Boat number 974. Please come in now. Your time is up. There we go. Right. Did you not win? Do not worry. You have a second chance of winning at no additional cost to you. You will be placed now in the other raffle tickets. In here are all the raffle tickets from Monday and all the raffle tickets from the Super Chatters bingo, Super Chatters raffle. They all go in there for our once a month Super Draw, which will be on Friday this week, live and exclusively on this channel. No point going around other channels, Jason Hughes. Only on this channel. Thank you. There we go. All right. Now, just a moment. Let me just do something there. Oh, hang on. No, I can't do that. One moment. Let me just do it like that so you can't see it. Right, that's it. Da, 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 da. One moment, please. Trying to connect you, caller. Your call is important to us, and you will be connected to a customer services representative as soon as one becomes available. Please hold the line. Has anyone got that? 974. 974. Who is 974? They may not be here today. Perhaps they'll be watching a little bit later on. Has anyone claimed yet? No, not yet. Right, where's... let's do these. Let's do those as I have a moment or two. I have 2 moments for you today, boys and girls. Let's give that 10,000 milliseconds. And click OK and do that like that. Transform and fit the screen. Does that work? Yes, it does. Excellent. Excellent. Right. Gary says, I don't even know my PIN number. Have you lost your card a few times, Gary? Do you know, that happens to me in shops. Happens to me in shops. I generally don't go to I never go to a hole in the wall outside. Never. Never. It's too much opportunity for someone to whack you over the head and nick all your money, mate. No, I'm not having any. Oh, look, I've left a ticket out there. Left a ticket out there. Put that in there. Yes, I don't go to a hole in the wall at all. I tend to use cards now all the time. All right. Jason, don't tell everyone who it is, darling. Jason sits there and makes notes all the time. And don't claim, don't try that one. Don't claim if you think it's you. Because that's not fair. That's not playing the game. It's not playing the game. Not playing the game. Timed out for what? Moaning. Are you going to moan again? Go on, moan again then, Mick. Oh, talking to Mick Davenport, let's show you the pictures of Mandy sent in. There we go. She's got a little hedgehog. She's got a little hedgehog. There you go. Look. Mandy's hedgehog. Oh, look how cute. You see, the trouble is with hedgehogs, you can't cuddle or stroke them, can you? You can't cuddle or stroke them. Why is that? Now, is that in a nest or is it just cuddled up, all huddled? What a delightful little creatures they are. I have one in the garden, actually, a hedgehog in the garden. Good morning to Mark Bowles. There we go. Mari Lowe. Thank you, Mandy, for sending those in. Mari Lowe is ticket number 974. She has appeared. Yes, there you go, Mari. Mari Lowe. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you have won the raffle. 974 is Mari Lowe. Well done, Mari. Okay, my love, I'll put that in for the Super Chatter raffle as well. You can have, Mari, either a fridge magnet or you can have 2 of these. 2 of these little stickers, which are a little bit bigger than the fridge magnet, okay? They are stickers. Very, very sticky. Very good for putting across people's mouths as well, if you want to, my love. All right? All right, well done, Mary. Congratulations, Mari. Well done, darling. What would you like, my love? What would you like? Just email me in your request, and I'll be happy to send that to you today. All right, today. Mick says hedgehogs are covered in fleas. That's right, they are, yes. But they seem to live happily with them, don't they? And so sort of a hedgehog scratch... Oh, I don't suppose they can scratch themselves, can they, hedgehogs? Because they'd spike themselves, wouldn't they? Does a hedgehog scratch? If you did win last night, Mark, you would have been taken off the system. So you better check back tomorrow. Better check back on the video to see if you won or not. Because if you didn't, you won't know until next week when you don't get the thing. You know, like I said last night, I can sit here, I can do the show to the best of my ability, but I cannot hold your hand and be checking up to see if people have lost or won or whatever. It's too much. You ask too much of me, dear. Too much, dear. I feel like a prostitute, unpaid. At least Peter pays me for abuse. Mick says, I wouldn't mind the timeout, but I always moan. Yes, this is just a new feature that we've introduced to the show, Mick. If you keep moaning, you get timed out. You may not have been timed out in the past. I think it's going to happen more and more often. We may lose virtually all the viewers, but there you go. That's how it is. Remember, not led by numbers. Not led by numbers. What do points make? Not prizes on this programme, my love. Oh no, Alan. Hedgehog on toast. Oh no, dear. Port and Lou. Good morning, Port and Lou. Hedgehog crisps. No, dear. Yes, I do mean a cash point, Mike Reese Ponto. Stop that now, dear. Stop that. Here's another story. You can now get paid. Do you like wine? I don't like wine. I'm not keen on wine. Mari, what do you want, darling? I want to know what you want. I think Mari might be running behind us a little bit on the time. Is that the time where you are, Mari? Or are you a little bit off that time? If so, I think she's running behind the rest of us on the chat thing. But that's okay. It doesn't matter, does it? If you drink wine in Daily Mirror today, look at this. You'll be happy to hear this, gang. If you enjoy a glass of wine or two, this job could be right up your alley. A company called Vintage Roots are looking to pay one lucky person £250 to drink and review their wine. The company are asking the fortunate wine lover to sample a selection of their red, white and rosé wine from its organic everyday case and rose summer 6 case of booze. In each box, you can expect to find 6 bottles of wine, which means you'll be testing 12 different bottles. And if you didn't think it could get any better, you'd be wrong. Vintage Roots will send the wine to your home too, so there's not even any travelling involved. You don't even have to go and pick it up. Yeah, a lot of you would be happy with that, wouldn't you? Eh? Eh? Want to win a prize, but don't want to do any work for it? Oh, no, no, no. You know, it's too easy. It reminds me a little bit like these idiots who ring up radio stations making questions about the virus, for example. The virus, the latest thing, and it's very sad, really, on the whole Spanish issue. Now, remember, some of the stories we talk about on the show in the morning, we often feature those as questions in the Tuesday quiz, which I have yet to put together. I'm a bit behind with that, which I'll do tonight. Spain. Keep that little name in your head. Spain. This business was Spain, and they're on the telly, and they're saying, well, don't you think you could have given people a bit more warning? Well, that's like saying, well, you know, stand at the side of the road. There's going to be a bus coming along in 10 minutes' time, so don't cross the road at that point. How do you know that bus is coming? You don't know. It's absolutely ridiculous, the questions that they shout and scream at the politicians. You know, couldn't you have given people a bit more notice? No, they've only just found out and acted on it immediately. Thick people. Oh, they do. You look at my Facebook wall, right? You know the Facebook wall, well, it got the profile thing, and it says you click on the about thing. Would you like me to read you what it says on my about thing? Have you any idea what it says on my about thing? Overview. Now, where's my thing? Details about you, I think. Is it details about me? There we go. On the top of my Facebook, it says, hope you enjoy all my talk shows and videos. Da-da-da. Fairly easygoing if you know me, which I am. I will never let you down, which I won't. Always happy to help people, which I am. Don't like two-faced people or users. Very good at spotting fakes. It's very likely I will know you're lying to me, even if I pretend otherwise. Miss my parents dreadfully, and hope good things for my son and his family, and that will always be happy. But I've got somewhere, I can't remember where it is now. I've got another thing on there somewhere, something about, where's the dislikes? And one of my dislikes is, dislikes idiots and stupid people. You know, and they're all on the telly in the morning, asking questions all the time. Stupid, really stupid questions. Anyway, I don't understand them at all. Anyway, back onto this story. It's a one-off opportunity to do this wine. 250 quid for drinking wine. It's not bad. Who likes wine? My niece drinks wine. Oh dear, she does get drunk, dear. She gets, look at the FaceTime and her eyes. And they're all wide like that, and she's happy and laughing. Oh, hello, you've had a drink. It's a one-off opportunity, so the wine tasting is complete. Vintage Roots isn't required to offer you any more opportunities. And that gives you a list of all these stuffs on there. If you want to look that up, just type in Vintage Roots wine tasting into perhaps the Google. I'm sure you'll find something there. All right, my love. Stephen Petty's sending in a little tip there. Thank you, Stephen. 79 pence tip from young Stephen Petty. Thank you very much. Scrolling up there. Scroller. Hedgehog on toast. We did that one. Where did we get to now? Stephen Petty, let's go. Oh, we're going to be long. I need to take my pee sample to the doctors. Well, go on then, take it. Why don't you just take it? I would like a fridge magnet. Yes, I'm slow this morning as usual. Don't worry, Mari, darling. You're there. You're there. Okay, fridge magnet to you, my love. If you could just email me your full postal address, that'd be in the post for you this morning. All right, my darling. What mask do you wear? I've got just a white medical mask. Actually, that my nephew's wife sent me down from Lincolnshire there. Okay. Alan, does a dog get morning sickness? I don't know. Does it? That's a good question. Does a dog get morning sickness? Don't know. Here's another one. Couple raffling a £300,000 bare 5-bedroom home and a £28,000 BMW for just £2. You thought my raffles were good. Wait till you hear this one. Wow. A couple are raffling their 5-bedroom home and BMW for just £2 in the hopes of fulfilling their dreams of moving to Australia, which for a young person would be a great thing to do, to get perhaps a new start in somewhere like Australia, which I love the country very much. A bit late for me, 57. You can't be emigrating at 57, I don't think, unless, of course, you're retiring somewhere. The only thing is, I would warn you that Australia does seem to get hotter and hotter every year. I don't know what point they'd be really uncomfortable in the summer sometimes there. I mean, really hot. Uncomfortably hot to the point where you can't go outside the door. I mean, I've been there in that sort of weather, and it's not pleasant, really. On the other hand, you never get a freezing cold day. You know, their winters are like our summers, to be honest. Never gets that cold. It feels cold to them. You know, 18 degrees feels very cold to them because they're not used to that. Here, 18 degrees, we're walking around in T-shirts, aren't we? You know, they've got coats on. First time I went to Australia, I arrived, it was their autumn, I think, in sort of March, April sort of time. And there I am, walking to my hotel with the cases and that. And I couldn't, in a T-shirt, I couldn't understand why everyone's got coats on. And it was about 18 to 20 degrees, you know, about 65 to 70 Fahrenheit. They're all wearing coats because to them that's cold. This property in Manchester is worth about £300,000. Got 4 double bedrooms, 1 smaller bedroom, a kitchen, diner, 2 bathrooms and a large back garden, making it the perfect family home. The current owners are giving the home away for a steal so that they can fulfil their dream of moving to Australia. They'd originally put the property up for sale a few months ago, but the process was put on pause. It's a townhouse, you know, it's surrounded by other houses and not my sort of thing, I must admit. They didn't get it. They didn't let that get in the way of them going to Australia. In fact, they couldn't sell it, so they came up with another way and did a raffle. Each ticket is £2. It's £2. Lucky winner will be chosen once 200,000 tickets have been sold, which is, I don't know how you'll sell 200,000 tickets unless you take an advert or something. Since the couple bought the house 10 years ago, they've made significant improvements, which have cost them a staggering £100,000. So he must be perhaps he's a DIY. He looks a bit DIY sort of thing. The house now boasts additional 2 bedrooms, new flooring and outdoor patio, which makes it perfect for entertaining in the summer. That's not bad, is it? And the BMW as well. I mean, there's pictures of it. It looks very modern. Very, very homely, but very modern. £2 for that. Gosh, we hope to find the winner by September. But I mean, if they've got a write up in the Daily Mirror like that's pretty good, isn't it? Surely that would sell them the sort of 200,000 tickets that they want there. I struggled to sell more than 2 tickets for my super chatters. Alan, don't trust you. Google would rather speak to a real person's opinion. Yes, I go along that. I'm 57. Yes, 57 I am. 57. It's not bad, 57, is it? I try to keep fit with all my walking and cycling. I used to go swimming every day. But unfortunately, with all the pools closed, and even when they open, I don't know about that, you know. People breathing out like that while you're swimming, maybe not. I think, which reminds me, I meant to cancel my membership. I'll cancel that until perhaps we can find some sort of complete resolution to this whole virus thing. I'm still very quiet, very careful when I go out there. A woman self-isolates in her home, but now she's got mushrooms. Where are they growing from? I hate to think. Better read the story. Again in the Daily Mirror this morning, a woman has spent lockdown self-isolating in a house, so damp mushrooms are actually growing in her bathroom. Oh. See, I wouldn't let... How quickly do mushrooms grow really quickly? Sometimes in the garden, you know, suddenly you see a couple appear in the middle of the lawn. Overnight sort of thing. I think they must grow quite quickly. This lady said her landlord was first told about the problem more than 10 years ago, but they've still not been fixed. See, that's awful. I like to consider myself, because I'm a landlord, a really good landlord. Something goes wrong in someone's house, I want it fixed yesterday. Right? Seriously. I'm a really good landlord. But you hear all these horror stories about people without hot water for months on end. Why they don't just move out, I don't know. It's just awful. She says, I've been telling Hyde Housing about the severe mould and damp in my house for more than a decade, and nothing's been done. She even took her landlord to court. Stephanie launched legal action in November 2018, was awarded £5,000 compensation in May 2019, but more than a year after winning her case, the work still hasn't been done. And there's actually pictures. By the time she was offered some repairs, coronavirus meant actually getting them done wasn't an option. She suffers from various diseases. I've been offered the opportunity to move out of my home and into a smaller flat while repairs are carried out. However, I feel incredibly anxious about going into another property given the current situation, which is understandable. But she's got mushrooms growing out of her stuff. Let's just show you a picture. Oh, it's awful. Is that a boiler? I think it's a boiler. Let me show you a picture. Well, where's my camera? Let me take a picture of this and show you here. Look. That's just awful. I feel sorry for this lady. I think it's the... I don't know if it's a boiler or what that we're supposed to be looking at there. Look at that. Can you see them all growing there? That's terrible, isn't it? Has anyone experienced a bad landlord who's with us on the show today? As a matter of interest, you know, who's not getting stuff done? Oh, God. And she's got big marks on her ceiling and everything. Dear me, I had, was it last year, one of my tenants, where the window was, in just the one in the bedroom, he kept getting black mould in the corner. Not on the window, but in, like, above the window and in the corner, he kept getting black mould. And I said, we clean it off with a bit of bleach and see what happens. And he did it a few days. He said, it keeps coming back. Okay. So I sent a bloke round there, and it turns out his window was, there was something wrong with the window. Something wrong with the window, and you know I'm a landlord, but I'm not an expert. I've learned so much in the 20 years I've done this, but nevertheless, you don't always know what it is, and you send in an expert. You know, that's your job as a landlord to make sure that the house is all right. Because the last thing you want is someone to move out. Costs you an arm and a leg every time someone moves out and someone moves in. You lose loads of money, right? It's a business. Remember, it is a business. We're not running a charity. You know, it's a business. And so I sent a bloke round there who does windows and whatever. He said, yeah. He said, it's the window. He said, you need the new window replaced there. He said, I guarantee you put a new window in, that'll sort out the problem. There were drafts coming in around the edge of the window. So we had a new window put in, and it solved the problem straight away. Immediate success. Sometimes things are not so immediate. There was another case of a flat, which I don't have anymore. I got rid of it because the lease went down to like, I think 79 years or something. And when your lease starts going down, you need to get rid of things quickly because they become more and more difficult to sell. This I actually sold within a day. Put it on the market, it went the day after. So that was a bit of luck there. But this particular place, I'd had a couple of tenants in there, and this particular tenant kept moaning that he had black appearing behind one of the wardrobes. Again, mould. Now, usually anyone who's got trouble with mould or anything like that, it's extremely likely, 99.9% of the time, is because the tenant is not ventilating the room right. In a flat, right? In a flat, you've got nowhere to do your washing and all that. People hang up the washing in various different rooms in the house, sometimes in the bedroom, right? And of course, the water moisture drying out from the clothes has to go somewhere. If you've not got the windows open, it can't go anywhere. And what happens is it sticks to the side of the wall, creates moisture, and mould grows. And it was happening behind one of his wardrobes. And we sent out a couple of people to do things. And, you know, you're not opening your window. And they always swear blind they are. We do keep the window open. No, you don't, because it wouldn't be happening. All right? So eventually, what I did is it cost me £800, this did. And I had a ventilator put in. At ground floor level. I think it was at ground floor. This mechanical ventilator thing put in. But rather foolishly, I put it with a shutter on it, you know, so you could shut it off. So we had this put in at great cost. A few weeks later, we moaned, well, it hasn't solved the problem. It's still happening. Went round there, it blocked off the ventilator. And continued to moan. And you try and help people, and that's what they're like, some of them. But, you know, you must. You don't want a tenant moving out. You really don't. But that's just awful mushroom. And black, also black on his and then he moved out. Eventually, I think we served notice in the end. And I just before I sold it, I went round to check it out. And sure enough, there was all black on this wall. And guess what? The ventilator was closed. No helping some people, is there, really? No ventilation, Chris. Absolutely right, Mick. See, Mick knows. Mick knows as well, don't they? All right, Joe. Joe's experienced a bad neighbour. Oh, Joe. Are ya? What's that? Is it noise? I hate noise, Joe. I hate noise. You know, if these houses here were very lucky, no one's got children anymore. No disrespect. I love children. Love children, you know that. But if the noise is not coming from your own children, then, or your own family, nevertheless, you know, nephews, nieces, great nieces to great nephews, if it's not coming from them, then it's not the same, is it? Do you know what I mean, Joe? If it's coming from someone else, nothing to do with your family, then it's an annoying noise, isn't it? Screaming and shouting. We don't have any here, so we're very lucky. There's no one playing loud music, nothing. The only time we hear some of these dodgy people on bikes going up and down there, or kids shouting and screaming, but generally we don't have any noise here. There is a car parking problem up and down the road, but that's just one of those things, you know, too many cars, unfortunately. Morning, Adam the plumber. But what is the problem with your neighbour? You don't have to tell us if you don't want to, just as a matter of interest. Is it noise? If someone moved next to me and they were noisy, that's it, I'm gone, mate. House up for sale. Can't bear it. I like to close my door on the world and have complete peace and quiet. Can't bear any noise. John, £800 to fit an air vent cost me £10. Yeah, because that's something you can do, John. You haven't requested to know the thickness of the wall. Someone's had to drill a hole in a concrete wall. That's why it's £800. I can't do these things, John. Fortunately, the Lord above has given me a bit of money so that I can pay people to do these things. Keeps everyone employed. Guttering problem caused damage to her house. What, and he won't fix it? As in a drip coming down the wall all the time. You get terrible damp, don't you? Terrible damp. I wonder if those mushrooms are edible. No! Don't be eating those, mate. There'd be toadstools. Toadstools, as used by witches to make potions. Great niece Evie likes to make. She wants to make a potion for evilness. She told me. All right. Adam's late today. Please go and see the head teacher, Mrs. Davenport, for pain and suffering for being late this morning. Thank you. Mandy, could you have a word with Adam this morning? He's a bit late to the show today. Tornadoes are around. There was one in Northampton. Good God. On Sunday. Or Saturday night. A tornado. We get those in this country. Very rare, but we do get them. Certainly in the Thames Valley, I think they have quite a lot of them. I've never seen one myself. In the Metro this morning, a tornado has caused damage to homes and allotments in Northampton. The minor twister touched down at around 8 o'clock on Saturday as high winds and storms battered the area. Footage shows it ripping through the north side of the town in the East Midlands, flinging debris into the air. Gardeners at Moulton allotments were left counting the cost as entire sheds were overturned and fence panels lifted to the ground. A bit like the blooming Wizard of Oz, isn't it? Ah! The old bag going past on that black bike, the witch, and little Dorothy. Oh, bless her. Toto! The witch. I'm melting! Ah! We love it, don't we? Wizard of Oz. Other local people reported tiles being ripped from rooftops, power lines coming down and trampolines and bins being lifted from gardens. One resident said, my bathroom window blew open and my blind was ripped out of the fixings. My bins were blown over, rubbish chucked up in the air really high. You couldn't hear anything, but the sheer roar of the wind as the tornado ripped through the back of the house and the allotments. Gosh. See, it does happen in this country as well. I'm sure you've seen certain countries experiencing tornadoes. You often see them on the news, don't you? You do see them on the news there. Thanks very much to Joe. She just sent in a little email there. 1 second. Let's just pause that there. From the Argos. Is that the Dream Home? Oh, that's another one, is it? Oh, I say, that is nice. This bloke owned a 4-bedroom house for 20 years. This one's up for up. Is it a raffle? Yeah, it's a raffle. How much is the raffle? They're trying to raise money for raising money for children's hospices. So that's a good cause there. Tickets are £2 each. Here, you want to get a raffle ticket for this? Where is this again? Let me have a look. Thank you, Joe. In East Preston. Beautiful house. You see, I mean, it'd be pointless me having a house like this. I actually wouldn't want a house like this because I've got no one to live with. You know, look at that. Imagine that as your family home. You know, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms there. It looks like 4 bedrooms. Oh, no, it could be 6 bedrooms. So you could have 5 children, couldn't you? All with their own bedrooms. Eh? Or perhaps pets. Oh, that's what I could do. If I won that, I could get loads of cats. Couldn't I? And they'll all have their own bedrooms. I like the sound of that. Mick's got problems with his neighbours. The dog's at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, dear. Waiting for equipment off the Sound Council to record them. Good idea. Yeah, good idea there. Are you having trouble getting a webcam? Buying one? Maybe you've been looking for one. On the BBC website this morning, it says webcams went from mundane computer accessories to gold dust. I didn't know this. It says, as COVID-19 lockdowns took effect around the world, millions turned to the remote working and organising virtual hangouts with friends. Overnight, webcams went from mundane computer accessories to gold dust. People couldn't get hold of them. Anyone come across this? I never heard of this. Even now, the initial surge in demand in March has barely abated, with manufacturers struggling to satisfy the many consumers trying to buy webcams. Some consumers have been successful. There's plenty of evidence many more are still searching in vain. Smartphones, tablets and laptops generally come with built-in cameras, although, to be quite honest, the webcams you get in a laptop are pretty useless, really. Many users prefer dedicated devices that may offer higher video resolution or be easy to position using, for example, a tripod or something like that. And very good, if you ever want to buy a webcam, you want a good quality one, I would recommend to you the Logitech C920. Okay, this is a Logitech C920, that one there. All right, that's a C920 Logitech. Okay, this is a Logitech Brio. That's their top end camera, that one here. And that is a C270, I think. This one, T270. This is the most basic one. One of these will set you back probably 15 quid on eBay. No need to buy a brand new one, really. Or brand new, I think 20 quid. They're not dear, these ones. Okay? These ones are much dearer, very dear. Brand new from the manufacturer, probably about 180 quid for one of those. Okay, I bought this off eBay, you know, at great discount. Or no, or was it on Amazon Marketplace or something like that, where someone sent something back? And that one over there, I know I bought that one from eBay. Perfectly all right, you know, 30 quid. Why not? Why spend the money when you don't have to? It says, going forward, supply could remain tight, but we expect it to improve. In the UK, Amazon, Covers and Argos all have certain webcam models available for sale. But many of the popular ones by companies such as Logitech, I think I'd be right in saying Logitech are probably the market leaders in webcams, followed by Microsoft and Razer. I've never heard of Razer, are regularly listed as out of stock. So did anyone try and buy a webcam and have trouble with it, really? Don't know, really. I personally wouldn't go to Currys. I think they're dreadful Currys. The customer service is like non-existent, really. Right. Where is that now? That's I'm tempted to buy a raffle ticket for that woman's house, to be honest. Shocking. Okay, doke, boys and girls. Let's do today's raffle tickets. Who wants a raffle ticket for next Monday's raffle? Please say ticket, please, and I shall dish out a little raffle ticket in your paw for you for next Monday's raffle. Maureen, you got ticket number 109. Maureen, ticket number 109. Anyone else? Anyone else? Please speak now, oh gorgeous ones. There's Shania. 110, young Shania. 1114, Mick Davenport. 112 for John Aitken. 113 for Michael Lawrence. Joe Woodrow, 114. Paul and Lou, our resident losers on this channel, 115. They've never won a thing. Can't believe it. Jason Hughes, 116. Adam the Plumber, 117. Fran Green, 118. Are you working today, Adam? Andy, 119. Alan Wainwright, 120. One, two, one, 4. Tony King. Get another couple of pages out of this. 1 minute. 121, Mr. Tony King. Thank you, Tony. AMS Clark. Hello. 122. Did you get your bingo tickets this morning? Anyone who didn't get them, please let me know now in the chat box. AMS. Ross Herndine, 1, 2, 3. Diane Jeb, 1, 2, 4. Gavin, 1, 2, 5. There's our mate Gavin Bass, head of Twittering on this channel. Hope your radio show's doing all right, Gavin, by the way. How's that doing at the moment? And how's Terry? I haven't seen Terry for a while. Sending my best regards. He's a nice bloke. Do you do like a... What is it? Like a Jules show, do you? With two of you on there? I don't know. Gavin and... the Gavin Tez. Gavin Tez. That sounds quite good, doesn't it? What's that now? 1, 2, 5. Gavin Bass. We've got Gavin Bass. Who's next? Gavin. There we are. 8:15. 8:15. 8:15. I'll put you down as 126 for you, sir. Gary, is this your house for giving away, Chris? No, that's not my house, mate. It's a nice house, though, isn't it? Simon Steele, 127. Still. Mari, 128. Mari is our winner this week. Thank you, Mari. Michael Pullman, 129. Gary Ross, 130. A few more. There's more of you there than I thought this morning. So good morning. If you're new to the show, welcome along. It's just a little bit of fun we have every morning, okay? We also do a bingo on Sunday night, 8 o'clock bingo. If you want to join us for that, send us an email to me at that address there. We're up on that now. That's all working quite nicely, except for a few people, which we're still trying to sort out there. Gary Ross, 130 there. Where are we? Simon Steele. Did I not do yours, Simon? Oh, there you are. Simon there. Hang on a minute. Have I gone wrong here? Have I got Gary Ross there? There's Gary. Daniel Holmes, 131. John Parris, 132. Peter Wright, 133. Dr. Gregorian, 134. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else has been missed out for the raffle ticket? Please speak now on there. Okay. We're going to have to set up a couple of... actually, I'll do that after the birthdays. Let's do today's birthdays and then we'll play our daily game of bingo very shortly now. Happy birthday on this Monday, the 27th of July 2022. Peter Wright. I like him. Peter Wright is such a nice person. Peter Wright is 36 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Peter. The highlight of his life, I think it was either last year or the year before, he met Cher. Actually stood there. I'm going to get a photo. I'm going to show you this. Oh, if I can find it. Oh, there it is there. There it is. Look at this. He actually met Cher. I mean, that is a superstar, isn't it? There he is. There you go. Peter and Cher, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? That is actually Cher. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, happy birthday to you, Peter. You wonderful man. Always great to have a laugh with. Comes to the karaoke. I rip the hell out of him. And it's all part of the fun, you see. That's what it's all about. Happy birthday, Peter. Happy birthday today to Thomas. Hello, Thomas. Morning to you. Happy birthday. Ryan Harvey. Morning, Ryan. Worked with him at the Black Horse. Good morning, Ryan. Happy birthday. Warren Reeves. British Airways will take more care of you. Warren and I think we're on the same level as well. Everything he puts on Facebook, I agree with. Happy birthday to Warren Reeves. And David Young. It's little David, baby. 32. I can't believe you're only 32. Happy birthday today to David Young. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I was sitting downstairs earlier while I was just watching the breakfast this morning. Dan Walker was on there this morning. He's very upset because his barbecue's finally given up the knife after years of great use. And I was thinking about the whole singing the happy birthday thing. If you want to make a video singing happy birthday and send that in, I'll use that. If we got a few people doing that, I could use that, couldn't I? We could all be singing like happy birthday in sort of on a rotation or something like that. So if you want to do something like that, just send that in an email and I'll have a look at it and maybe we can do something for that as well. Okay, with the bingo, which we're about to do. Good morning to George Bond. George, just to let you know, you've just joined us there. George Bond has just joined us. From next week, you need to be in the chat box or text message for your raffle ticket. It won't be happening by your email anymore. This is to save a little bit of time so that we can play bingo every morning. All right? So you'll need to be with us live in the chat box or on text message at the end of the show when I say, does anyone want a bingo ticket? Then that's when you ask for a bingo ticket along with everyone else, rather than on emails because it's just taking a little bit too long. We can't put new things in. We put new things in to try those, and something else has to come out to make time for that. All right, George, so that's from next week. You must be in the chat box or text message at the end of the show. When I say, does anyone want a raffle ticket, that's when you ask. All right, my love? Excellent. So bingo, here we are. We're going to play our daily. We've got a daily game of bingo starting today, boys and girls. Just one game right at the very end of the show. Now, I think what we'll have to do is set up a completely different daytime database. So if you're on the Sunday bingo, that's fine. No need to do anything, as long as you're getting tickets and everything else like that. If you have any problem with the tickets, send us an email and I'll deal with it after the show, okay, rather than in the chat, because it just ruins it for everyone else. And we keep talking about bingo tickets and all that, all the listeners. But we need to set up a daytime database for the people that want to play the tickets, play the bingo during the week. So we'd have two separate databases. You can be on both, that's fine. That's fine. But we'll have to set up a separate one for the daytime. At the moment, I'm using the Sunday one. So everyone's getting the bingo tickets. But if I don't do that, what will happen is that there will, of course, be people that are just here on a Sunday. There are people there. And if all the tickets are going out to everyone, and then we start getting winners, and they're not there, and it just takes forever. Okay? So I think a separate one for the daytime. If you could just pop us an email at your convenience. Don't have to do it now. At your convenience, at some other point, say, please add me to the daytime bingo, then that's fine. Then I can start on working, creating a new database for that. And I can use different databases of emails. Do you see why? You see why, yeah? All right, and so there we are. This is for a packet of Haribos. I'm afraid not. No, this particular raffle, the daytime raffle, will be for an extra raffle ticket, boys and girls, for next week's fridge magnet or stickers, depending on what you want. Okay? All right, so that's what we're playing for now, boys and girls. Good. Shania's already done it. Mike Responto only plays on a Sunday. Yeah. If you don't want to play during the week, don't have to do anything, because once I start, and again, I'll do this in a week's time. I don't do everything like that because it's not fair then, because not everyone watches every single show, you see. People don't watch every show. So you've got to give it a week or so, to go to get people to realise that. That's why we're still doing the raffle tickets this week by email. But from next Monday, to give people a chance to get used to it. It's not fair to sort of suddenly pull something on like that. Unless, of course, you're coming back from Spain. Dear. So look, Paul and Lou are very, very excited. They're given a second ticket to win the fridge magnet next week. I'd love it to be a prize, but there's a limit into how much you can give away, when there's like no sponsorship or anything like that. But I think someone was mentioning there you should be sponsored by Logitech or somewhere like that. Can someone contact Logitech and tell them I keep advertising their cameras? Well, they probably wouldn't send me money. They'd just send me another camera, wouldn't they? All right. Okie doke, gang. Let's play bingo. Let's bring up the bingo board. There's your bingo board for tonight's for the show today. Just check your clock there. Right, you need to be running at the same time as me. If you're sort of behind it, then you won't get your shout in for the bingo. It won't come through to me in time. We play for the full house. You need to mark off all the tickets, all the numbers on your bingo ticket. All right, mark off all the numbers on your bingo ticket. As soon as you've done that, shout bingo in the chat box. Or if you're one of our many silent viewers, a very good morning to you. You can claim your bingo prize by texting in on that number. I will read your name out, but nothing else about you, because I know some people, they like to be sort of, you know, not known by everyone else. As I always say, you know, there's many, many more people watching the show silently than there are in the chat box. And I'm fully aware of you. Don't worry. Your secret will remain safe in me. I might say, congratulations to Mary, whatever name you send on here, you know, unless it's a rude one. We don't do rude on this programme, darling. We don't do rude. There you go. Well, Peter, that's you don't like the rule. The whole idea of having a bingo, right, of doing the raffle ticket, was to attract people to the show. If you're claiming by tickets and you're not actually at the show, do you see what I mean? What was the point in doing it in the first place? And plus, we need to make a bit more space for the bingo. So there we go. Okie doke. Here, well, you get someone to write it down then, George. Can you write? Maybe you can't write. Is that right? Some people can't read and write. I understand that. No, maybe you can get someone to do that for you. Okay. Right, okie doke, boys and girls. Eyes down. Let's see who's going to win today's bingo. Here comes your first number. Oh, hang on. No game selected. That's clever, isn't it? Managed. Set current game. I haven't even set the game. 1 minute, set game. There we are. Daily bingo. And there we go. Oh, now, is that going to affect the way you see it? 1 moment. Let's pull out a number and see what happens. 3 and 2, 32. There it goes. It's up. 3 and 2, 32. Put another sticker in your mouth. The other thing we can do with the bingo in the morning, because there's only one game, we can have a little bit of a muck around as well, which we can't do on Sunday anymore because it's too busy. 4 and 1, 41. Or the 6 is 66. Clickety click. No Toshiba, thank you, Gary Ross. Don't want one of those. All on its own, number 5. One fat, morbidly obese Chris or Gemma Collins, number 8. All the 7s, 77. Keep up with us, ears. Keep up. Am I looking a bit pink today? Is my face looking... No one told me... No, I'm not. I think it's because I can't see myself properly on the screen there. There we are. Not that I want to be honest. What do we got there? 4 and 7, 47. All on its own, one little duck. Number 2, quack. Buh, buh. 8 and 1, 81. 3 and 5, 35. That's quite good, that is, Paul and Lou. 4 and 8, 48. 6 and 1, 61. Anyone close yet? No, of course you're not. 8 and 3, 83. 4 and 9, 49. Peter, how many times are you going to put the same message up? No one's interested, dear. No one's interested in the fact that you're not here Sunday. You won't be missed. Just go to your club. We are not interested. You must have put that message up now a dozen times. And no one's mentioned it, have they? No one is interested. Go. Or are you going to start emailing me to tell me when you're going to the toilet next? All on its own, little number 3. 2-0, blind 20. There's no more abuse for you on the show today, Peter. You've had your money's worth. You sent in a £2 super chat. I think you've had your money's worth today. Send more cash immediately if you want any more abuse, because there's going to be no more abuse for you today. You are now going to be completely ignored, even if you shout the word bingo. It's your own fault, dear. It's people abuse the system. They abuse the system. Actually, no, you don't even watch a show, and you got the audacity to email in for a raffle ticket. No more abuse now. You've had your money's worth. You want any more abuse? It's another £2. Thank you very much. 5 and 3, 53. 8 and 9, 89. All on its own, number 9. All on its own, number 4. What is that Amiga thing you're talking about? What is that, as a matter of interest? All the 4s, 44. 2 and 3, 23. 6 and 5, 65. 7 and 1, 71. 3 and 8, 38. I think maybe we could advertise that as a thing, couldn't we? £2 gets you like 30 minutes of abuse. Is that a fair price? Or is that too much time? Maybe, I don't know, maybe 8 minutes of abuse. What do you think? £2 gets you 8 minutes of abuse. 3 and 6, 36. John's just been to the toilet. Thanks for letting us know, John. Can you send in a video of that, please? 1 and 5, 15. 7 and 9, 79. 6 and 8, 68. 7 and 3, 73. 7-0 blind 70. It's a fish oil. Is it a vitamin supplement? What would you have that for then, Gary? Omega 3. What would you have that for? Brain functions. 5 and 8, 58. Is it like an anti-stupidity tablet? Is that what Omega 3 is? It's like an anti-stupidity tablet. 8 and 5, 85. Hello, Heidi. You're right, darling. There's our Heidi. £1 a minute. Oh, gosh, I don't think I've ever laughed so much in one morning. Really. Did I do 8 and 5? 8 and 5, 85. 5 and 2, 52. How can you only have one number so far, Paul and Lou? How is that even possible? All on its own, number 1. 3 and 7, 37. I'm sorry, Daniel. Abuse is chargeable. I'm dearer than Mandy. She dishes it out for free, don't you, Mandy? Mandy in charge of pain and suffering on this channel. 7 and 4, 74. Heidi, I don't know if did I ask last night, do you know anyone who puts up the aerial poles on site, as a matter of interest? 2 and 8, 28. All the 5s, 55. 5 and 7, 57. You are up late today. Never mind, darling. It's all right, Mandy. 3 and 4, 34. All the 3s, 33. All on its own, number 6. Do you know, the last time I was this happy, I'd heard one of my exes had died. I can't believe how happy I am this morning. I really can't. 5-0, blind 50. 6 and 9, 69. Look, Gary wants some of that whipping going on there, don't you, darling? 3 and 9, 39. Everyone does it themselves. No, ID, don't. You'll be laying there in bed in your caravan and you're this almighty crack as my caravan gets tilted over because I've dug into a foundation or something. 4 and 5, 45. 2 and 7, 27. 1 and 9, 19. 8 and 2, 82. Daniel Woodhouse can't afford to pay for abuse as he's on disability. Yes, you can. Just send your car back and use that money. There's always a way, dear. 8 and 6, 86. 7 and 6, 76. 2 and 4, 24. 6-0, blind 60. 2 and 1, 21. 1 and 3, unlucky for some, 13. 6 and 7, 67. 2 fat, morbidly obese Chris's, who likes honey roast crisps and cheese and onion crisps, 88. 5 and 6, 56. There's a few of you waiting for a single number now, I can see. 6 and 2, 62. 6 and 3, 63. Oh, 5 and 1, 51. There's a few people, more people waiting for a single number now. 1 and 8, 18. We've got a winner on 18, and you've got 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your prize, which is another raffle ticket for next Monday's raffle. Who's got this? Daniel can't drive because he's his ADHD. What is that, ADHD? Oh, Christ, they've all got everything, haven't they, on this channel, dear? Oh. Come on, who's won? 1 minute and 30 seconds. Please claim your prize. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. 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 Maybe they're not here. Maybe they're not here. We'll see if they are or not. Blah, blah. Quiz tomorrow, gang. Make sure you're here for the quiz tomorrow. Okay? 8 o'clock is quiz time tomorrow night. And, of course, our usual daily show in the morning at around 8:45. Abuse. Can I set up an abuse standing order? No, I'm afraid not. You have to do it by Super Chat or PayPal only, my friend. Dear, Mick's got a bad card today, haven't you, Mick? Fran's got a bad card as well. Gosh. Well, it's only what we got? 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, it's quite a few numbers to go still. Was that quite a quick win today, was it? I don't know what time we started it. Not quite sure what time we started it, actually. He's not here, is he? That one's not here. We're carrying on for a winner then, gang. Eyes down again, please. There we go. Tony King, there's some proper nut jobs on here. Yeah, I'm probably the worst one, Tony, to be honest. We're still looking for a winner. Here comes your next number, gang. Ready? All the ones, Lex 11. Four and 6, 46. 80, blind 80. 6 and 4, 64. Daniel likes to get on the bus. Well, actually, Daniel, I have to say, Alan Wainwright, what are you saying copyright there for? Why are you shouting out copyright at me? Why is that, please? Explain yourself. You'll get an answer, as always. Daniel, yeah, I like to go on the train if I'm going to London. I can't be bothered sitting there waiting, driving in traffic. I hate it. Well, I say I like to get on the train. Not anymore. Not with this virus around, please. Thank you very much. 6 and 4, 64. 2 and 5, 25. 4-0, blind 40. 4 and 3, 43. 2 and 6, 26. Gosh, we still haven't got another winner yet. He was way ahead of everyone else, weren't he? 1 and 6, sweet 16. 2 and 9, 29. 3 and 1, 31. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. We have another winner. Oh, 2 winners. 3 winners. 3 winners. We have 3 winners. Are any of them there? Let's find out and let's play a little countdown clock, boys and girls. Here we go. This music was Antiques Roadshop yesterday on Really TV, was it? And what makes you think that I haven't paid for the copyright for it? Well? What do you know that I don't? I subscribe to a company called Epidemic Sounds. £10 a month, and I can use their extensive catalogue of music from there. That okay? Always looking for faults, people, aren't they? Always looking for faults. Come on, who's won? Hurry up and claim. Gary sits on a bus. I haven't been on buses for ages. Not because I don't like buses, I just haven't, really. Years. They used to have doors at the front in the middle when I had a bus. There were no bendy buses, they're just awful. Daniel was on the Circle Line and Greater Anglia Rail last night. From the club, it's all right on the trains as long as you get a seat bay to yourself. There we are. Have we still got no winners yet? Gosh. Now this is why we need a separate daytime database, because this will keep happening, because of course all the Sunday people are still on the list. Maybe I'll bring that in a little bit quicker, actually. Otherwise we could be here all blooming day, couldn't we? Waiting for a winner. Da 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 da. Fran's still got a load to go. Paul and Lou, is it going to be you? Paul and Lou won last week, didn't they? There you go. Here we go again, boys and girls. Still looking for a winner. All on its own. Number 7. One and 4, 14. 1 and 7, 17. Oh, we got a winner. I missed that. I've missed one of the winners there. Okay, you can claim on 14 if you want to, or 17 because I've missed a winner there. Let's just bring up the clock again. Bingo ball clock there. There it is. 1 minute and 30 seconds. There you go. There you go. All right. Oh, ridiculous. Why just 1 minute. Da 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 da. Ready? Come on, claim. 1:30. Who's it gonna be? Ba 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 da 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 da. There you go. Peter Wright's won the bingo on this one. Peter Wright's won the bingo. Here come his winning numbers. 1, 14, 19, 25, 26, 34, 35, 41, 47, 57, 63, 66, 77, 82 and 86. Peter Wright wins the bingo. Right, hang on a minute. Let me give you another raffle ticket. Make sure you write down the raffle tickets, my loves, all right? 136. 136. 136. There you go, Peter. There we go. Mr. Mona wins. Peter Wright. 136. So he won the bingo this morning. Well done, Peter. Okay. I think we'll... let's just close that down now. Well done. Just close that down. Yes, I think what we'll do is bringing the daytime database in quicker, because otherwise we're going to keep coming across this problem with lots of people not being there, simply because they don't play during the week, which is completely understandable, of course. All right, so give him a cane instead. Or you can you can swap this extra raffle ticket if you want, Peter, for an extra 5 minutes of abuse. What do you want to do? Entirely up to you. Well done. Well done. Just let me... Let me know what you want to do. Right, okay, so if you want to stay with us for general data, perhaps you only want to play the daytime one and not the Sunday one, that's okay as well. Just send me a little email there. All you got to do is say, please add me to the daytime bingo, and I'll add you onto a brand new database for that, and that will work nicely and a little bit better for us who are always here in the morning playing along. All right, boys and girls, we've done the birthdays, we've done everything, haven't we? There we go. All done today. Thanks very much for joining us on the show on this Monday morning. Back with you again tomorrow morning, right about 8:45 in the morning. And, of course, tomorrow night is our big quiz night. That's at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. If you know anyone else that wants to join us for the bingo, perhaps friends or family, don't forget you do need a separate email for each person, and it really needs to be a Gmail, not a Hotmail or any of the Microsoft ones. No Hotmail, Outlook or Live, because they just don't work properly. Then just just let us know, or get them to email me. Could you add me to Sunday or daytime or both bingos, which is fine, and I'll be very happy to do that for you. Have a nice day. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Bye bye now.